I'm Mrs. Kessers from Walsh Jesuit High School, and this section is on exponents, products, and powers. So first, what you need to know about exponentiation is that when you have x to the a, your x is your base and your a is your exponent. So when you have x to the a, it means you have a x's all multiplied together. So that means you have, if you have x to the a, you have x times x times x times x times x a times. So let's go ahead and look at this a little bit closer. So let's say if we have x to the fourth times x to the fifth, okay? So x to the fourth, that actually could be written as x times x times x times x, because you have 4 of them, right? Then it's times you have x to the fifth, which would be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So really you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So really you have x to the 9th. Now that could get really tricky or take a really long time if you have like x to the 20th. I don't really want to write down 20 x's. So do you recognize that x to the 9th, do you recognize that 4 plus 5 gives me 9? So really all you had to do was x to the 4 plus 5, which gives me x to the 9th. Okay? Now let's try another one. If you have x squared cubed, okay? So that means that we're going to take x squared 3 times, right? So then that means we have, if we use what we did before, 2 plus 2 plus 2 will give me 6. Do you recognize, though, that if we would have just multiplied these two together, you would have x to the 2 times 3, which would also give me x to the 6th. So if you have a power of a power, you multiply your exponents. All right, let's go ahead and look at this last one, okay? So we have 2r quantity cubed. So that means that we have 2r times 2r times 2r. So 2 times 2 times 2 is 8, because 2 times 2 gives me 4, times 2 gives me 8. R times r will give me r cubed. Another way that you could have done it is really kind of like distributing your cubes, and you would have gotten 2 cubed times r cubed, which is the same as 8r cubed. So those are the properties that we're going to work with today. Let's go ahead and look at some more examples. All right, so I want you to write these as a single power. X squared times x cubed. Remember, if you just have a power times this power here, what you want to do is you want to add their exponents. So 2 plus 3 gives me x to the 5th. All right, let's go ahead and look at the next one. You have a power of a power. X to the 4th cubed. You multiply these two exponents together and you get x to the 12th. Then with this next one, you have 3r squared y, whole thing cubed, so it'll be quantity cubed. Take this cubed and raise it to all of them, especially that 3. So 3 cubed, all right, 3 cubed. We've got r to the 6th because you're multiplying, and then y, this is really like a first there, so 1 times 3 will give me 3. 3 cubed, 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27, r to the 6th, y cubed is my final answer. Now, if you have x squared plus x cubed, you have to think about this one. These are not like terms. You cannot make this x to the 5th, okay, because you do not combine them. All it is x squared plus x cubed. You cannot simplify this anymore. If it was x squared times x cubed, just like our first example, then it would be x to the 5th. But as soon as you see this plus sign in the middle, you got to be a little bit nervous about that, okay? So make sure you're very wary about that. Now let's look at this next one. If we have x cubed plus x cubed, remember, combine like terms, you never change their exponent. These are like terms, so really we have 2x cubed. So that's what our answer would be for that one. So again, whenever you see this plus sign in between, be very wary, and then you have to remember, combining like terms, don't work with those, the properties of exponents. All right, that's it for today. So if you have any questions, make sure you stop and see me in the math office or email me at kesserzy@walshjesuit.org. I'll see you in class.